100% of defense mechanisms are toxic, right? No. Defense mechanisms are automatic ways in which our mind protects us from anxiety, conflict, and uncomfortable feelings. Some defense mechanisms are. An example of the first one is you've been in a stagnant relationship for a long time and you're always saying, oh, we're both just so busy. But the truth is it's actually been years since you've had your needs met. This is one we all know. It's called denial, and it is refusing to accept that there is an issue or pretending that there isn't an issue, not just to other people, but to ourselves too, so that we don't have to face the pain that comes with making change or accepting responsibility. An example of the second one is this guy gets passed up for a promotion at work, and then he says, it's fine, I didn't want that job anyway, it was going to be too much work. This is called rationalization, and this is when we have our brain talk our hearts out of feeling bad, and we make excuses for people and situations that made us feel bad and made us feel hurt, so that we don't have to admit to ourselves that we deserve better. An example of the third one is you fear intimacy, so you tell everyone you're a loner and you don't need anything from anyone. This is called reaction formation. This is when we perform the exact opposite of how we feel, because the truth feels threatening and ugly, and so we have to act the exact opposite of how we feel. The next example is you had a terrible day at work, your boss belittled you, and it was just a long day, so you come home and you take it out on your husband because he left a dish in the sink. Your husband and the dish aren't the problem, it's the boss. Displacement is when your nervous system takes out your frustration onto a safer target. You can't put your frustrations out on the person that caused it, so you put it on to someone who loves you or literally anyone else. Now, we all understand these defense mechanisms because we've either done them ourselves or they've been done to us, and they are not healthy. So what do we do instead? An example of a healthy defense mechanism is when you are, let's say, going through a breakup. So you take that raw energy and you start training for a marathon, or maybe you decide to finally start your business, or maybe you grew up in chaos, so you become highly disciplined and organized and reliable. This is called sublimation, and this is when we take all of our emotions and we channel them into something constructive. We take those heavy, dark, unacceptable feelings and we turn them into something that's going to serve us or the world. We don't need to shame ourselves for using these defense mechanisms, and no, being healed does not mean that you don't use these anymore. The task here is to notice when these defense mechanisms are keeping out the happiness, the truth, the health, and the love that we are actually looking for.